As a young man, John Ruan didn't set out to change the world. He just wanted to make a living. He scraped and he scrapped and he scrimped. He often worked 16-hour days, 7 days a week. And eventually, he achieved great success. Then he changed the world. He did it not with the gravel truck he bought as a teenager in the Depression in his little hometown of Beacon, Iowa, or with the trucking business that grew and grew, or with the bank he bought and nourished until it was the biggest privately owned bank in the state, or with the buildings he built, or the jobs he created, or with the many other enterprises that made him a prominent and influential Iowan. No, John Ruan changed the world with a simple belief. A belief that the world must be fed. A belief that everyone should have opportunity. A belief that he could make a difference. That belief led him to another small-town Iowan, a man named Norman Borlaug from the little town of Cresco. While businessman John Ruan was making his mark in Iowa, scientist Norman Borlaug was making his mark in the world. He led the Green Revolution. He won the Nobel Peace Prize. He dined with presidents and princes and worked with farmers and peasants. And all that time, he had the same belief, the same dream as John Ruan. Each had the idea of a global prize for those who could find new ways to feed the world, knowing that if the world could be fed, its people everywhere could have opportunity and live in dignity. It would be a sort of Nobel Prize for food. In the early 1980s, John had a vision that Des Moines should be the food capital of the world. As part of that, he would build a soaring World Trade Center and establish a World Food Prize. The skyscraper never was built, though not for lack of trying on John's part. But the idea of a prize, the hope to eradicate hunger, the drive to promote agriculture never went away. Norman Borlaug, meantime, was also working on that idea. And in 1986, he persuaded a big corporation to provide the backing for the World Food Prize. But 3 years later, the backer backed out. That's when Norman Borlaug and John Ruan met. Two small-town Iowans, then in their 70s, with remarkably different careers, but remarkably similar values and beliefs. Quickly, John Ruan agreed that he would sponsor the World Food Prize, and ultimately, he endowed the World Food Prize Foundation to ensure that the prize would continue forever. John Ruan has never done anything half-hearted or halfway. When he built a company, it was the best. When he built a building, it was the tallest. When he started a charity golf tournament, it became the largest one-day charity golf event in the nation. So the World Food Prize was just a beginning. Now, the World Food Prize is the center of a year-long involvement by the World Food Prize Foundation and nearly a week-long celebration in Des Moines. Each October, experts come to Iowa from all over the world for panels and symposia on pressing problems, defining issues, comparing notes, proposing solutions. The World Food Prize Youth Institute has brought hundreds of students from around the world to participate in the October events. And internship programs each summer send Iowa students around the world. And the prize's gloriously restored building soon will be a centerpiece on the riverfront. Over the years, the World Food Prize has recognized, rewarded, and inspired men and women throughout the world. Men and women whose ideas, whose research, whose greatness has led to new ways to feed the world, to provide opportunities, and to save lives. For that, John Ruan can be proud. When his great friend, the renowned small-town banker and international farm expert John Crystal died, John Ruan said, "Iowans will not only miss him, the world will miss him." For John Ruan, the small-town boy who thought big, Iowans not only honor him, the whole world honors him.